Hi friends, welcome back or welcome. Okay, we're gonna do just a quick run through of my thoughts on the Inkvent and the Advent swap that I did for December. And so I'm just gonna show you real quick in my weeks what the whole month looked like. So these were all of the inks I received. The top ones are from Inkvent. The bottom ones are from an Advent swap that I did. So that is the month. And then we'll look a little closer. I don't really like how this turned out. Where is it? This one, I really am not too thrilled with the way that it looks. So I think it's all in frame. I'm not like too thrilled with how I did this one. I actually like how the Inkvent, the Advent swap I did turned out better than this. I thought, well, I would just write what day it was and then the ink below it and a little bitty swatch, but it just kind of looks, I don't know. I wasn't too thrilled with how it turned out. But anyway, we are going to go through and just talk about each day and how I felt about the ink. So we have day one up here, which was Celestial Skies. This is all going to be the Diamine Inkvent. So I'll do the Advent swaps on the other page. But this is just everything from the Diamine. So I feel like this ink just looks like other inks. There are a lot out there that are kind of this bluey teal with the red sheen and the shimmer. Maybe not exactly, maybe a different color shimmer, but it's just not really something that I like. I don't prefer the red sheen, and since we get that so many times on the bluey teal colors, it's just not my favorite thing. I wish they had just done the blue. I love the base color and I love the shimmer. I'm just not a huge fan of the red sheen. Day two, Energy. Again, it's just the sheen. I love this base purple color. So I do want to play around with that one some and see if I can get some of that sheen out of there because the purple is beautiful. Carousel, the pigment ink, I think it's really pretty. I'm just a little nervous to put these in a pen. I've seen a lot of people say that they stain or that they might be harder to clean out sometimes in some of their pens. So I think I'll probably try these in pens that I don't mind if they stain or, you know, clog. That's something easy to take apart and that I can clean without worry of ruining a nib. Day four was Smoky Tobacco. I actually really like this one. I think the color it's kind of dusty, which I don't love that finish. I like more of the glossier finish like this one. It's a little dusty to me, but I think the color is really good. So I'm excited to kind of put that one in a pen and try it out. And I really like the scent of it. I think it smells more like a men's cologne than tobacco. So I was happy with this one. Marie Rose, I think it's a little light, but it was okay in the writing. It wasn't too bad. I just don't know that I'm thrilled with the color of this one. It's different. I probably have one ink that may be similar to this, but so it is unique. I may give it a try and see how I feel about it in a pen. I liked it more in other people's videos. When I saw it, I remember thinking, oh, I'd like to try that one. But to me, it's a little underwhelming. Day six, Fern Fog is still one of my favorites. I love the shimmer on that one. It has really pretty like green shimmer. And the color is really good. I think it's a good, like a bluey green kind of foggy color. I get the name of it. I think it's a good one. That's one of my favorites. Day 7 up here, blush. That one just, I don't know. There's something about that one wet. I do like it dry. I think it's a pretty color dry. But when it's wet, I don't know. It just gives me feelings. So we'll see about maybe putting that one in a pen and trying it, but I don't know. 8, Dreamcatcher. Again, with the sheen, it's really pretty base color, but that sheen just pretty much overtakes it, and underwhelming. So that one I'll probably try to play around with, put some dilution solution in it, see if I can tone down that sheen and see what I feel about the color. I do feel like it's kind of a typical bluish, darker blue teal color. So I don't know that it's, I probably have other inks that are similar to it, but I'm willing to give it a shot and try to tone that sheen down a little bit. 9 is up here. Bittersweet. I do like this one. Again, it's a little light in the writing, but I love it dried. I really think that's a pretty color when it's dried. So it may be something more of a play with ink versus inking up in a pen. I don't know. I'll probably try it in a pen and see if it's too light in the writing. I just remember when I wrote with it with the dip pen, it was a little light until it dried. So I'm getting older and my eyesight is not what it used to be. So writing with some of these lighter inks is just not enjoyable for me. Day 10, Nostalgia. Again, I love this one. The base color is beautiful. And then that pink shimmer is just, yeah, I really enjoyed this one. 11, Burr. I don't know. That one, I don't know that I would put it in a pen. I'm not too thrilled about the color to begin with, but the shimmer and pigment kind of concerns me. I know people use these inks. I don't enjoy writing with a pen that might clog or that potentially could clog. So it may be something I try out, but the fact that I'm underwhelmed by the color of it and the other issues, I just don't know that it's something that I would reach for. 12 was Bubbly. Yeah, this one probably not really for me. It's pretty when the light hits it and the shimmer, you can see it does give me the like champagne vibes, but I feel like instead of the blue or whatever, I guess that's kind of a bluey halo that it's doing, I would have preferred it to lean more pink, and I think it would be a little prettier. Even with the like champagne-y shimmer, I think it would have been pretty if it had just a little bit. So maybe I'll try mixing those two and see what comes out of that, since they're both like a standard ink, not a pigment. I may try that and see if I can just add a tiny bit of this to give it just a little bit of a pink tint. It's just not that, you know, wonderful to me. Again, just a little bit underwhelming. Number 13, Molten Basalt or Basalt. I really like this one. The sheen on it's cool. I wish it wasn't so sheeny, because in the writing it kind of took over, because I think these two colors together are really nice. And that's kind of like where I'm at with Energy, but I have 3 inks that do this. So that's, I mean, the base color is nice, but the sheen, it overtakes it. So with this one, I wasn't too thrilled with the writing, so maybe I'll add a little bit of dilution solution just to tone it down a tiny bit, because I really think these two colors together really look nice. I like the coppery color with the blue. I think that's nice. I do like this one. Just wish it wasn't so sheeny. 14, Mittens Pigment. I actually really like this color. I think it's a pretty pink. Again, it'll probably be one that I test out in the pen that I can take apart fully and clean really well, just in case it were to stain or cause any clogging issues with the pigments. I do really like that color though. 15, Frostbite. That one again or just another different color blue with the red sheen, and I think it's copper shimmer. It's similar to the sheen, which is nice, but I just wish it didn't have the sheen. If it was just the color with the shimmer, I think I would like it a lot better. It's just not really, I'm not huge on blue inks. I have blue inks that I really like, but they're just not what I reach for all the time. 16 Ruby Taffeta. I like this one, and I actually think the sheen is nice because it's like a gold. It's a little different. It's not the blue ink with the red sheen or the green ink with the green sheen. Blue, red, yeah, green, purple, and green. I do like that it's a little bit different, but it's still, at least in this, there's a lot of sheening going on. I don't remember what, let me look at the bigger swatch. Day 16. Yeah, so the sheen wasn't bad on this at all, and actually the shimmer kind of came through. You don't even see, so that may be the Airlight paper, because yeah, there's not a whole lot of sheen. I do like the shimmer, and there's a little bit of haloing, but in the writing there wasn't much. You see the shimmer a lot more than you do the sheen, so that one I may ink that one up. I don't have a lot of red ink, so I think that one would be something that I might use should the need for a red ink arise. So yeah, that one's not bad. I don't particularly like it here, but in the bigger swatch and the writing on the Stalogy paper, I do kind of like that. Why am I not? Oh, 17 Gala. I don't know, I kind of like this color, and it's a standard ink, so it's probably something I definitely play around with. I don't know that I have a color that purple. Maybe Lavender by Diamine. I don't know that it's that bright though. And let's look. I guess I could have pulled out at least my updated, because it's pretty bright. Sailor Wisconsin is down here. It's a pretty bright purple, but lavender. Not anything jumping out that are super bright purples. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. So it is pretty similar, and they're both from Diamine, which is kind of, this one probably has a little more blue in it, blue leaning it seems. This one's a little, I don't know, maybe red leaning. I'm not the best with colors, so don't judge what I'm saying if you see something different, because that's just kind of how I'm seeing it. They do look similar, but I can definitely tell a difference. I think that's a more cool tone purple. So yeah, I'm not really seeing anything else that's bright purple other than that one. So, you know, it might be something that I stick in a pen and try out. 18 Laurel, this one just disappointed me. I love the green, but I do not like that sheen on it. It's so dark and overtakes everything. So that one I'll probably try to put some dilution solution in and see what I can come out with. But yeah, not my favorite. Overcast, I love this one. Chromo shading, standard ink, beautiful. I really like this one. I can't remember if it was too light though when writing, so I'll probably play around with that one. I definitely want to put that one in a pen. And actually, I should have inked it up for this month, because I did a blue in my dusk, in my San Francisco Bay 2024 show ink. So it is here. It's a little darker. But yeah, I like that one. I really should have tried that one in my dusk. I think that would have been pretty. Maybe I will ink it up again next month. I love that pen. 20 Ambiance. I like this one. I'm not too huge on corals, but I think this is a good one with the shimmer. It's like a pinky red, maybe shimmer. It's hard to tell. I can see the pink, but I don't really, it's a chameleon. I don't really know that it shifts maybe a little red. I'm not huge on this color, but I do like the shimmer, and I would definitely use this one. 21, we have another purple with green sheen, Chaos. I'm not interested. It's really dark purple, which I probably have the market on something in this range that I like a lot better. Birmingham Panko is coming to mind. I have a couple of purples from them that I really like, and they're more of a, like, to me it's like a dreary purple, and I think I've got something that I would much prefer over this one. 22. Pineapple Spritz, again, the pigment with the shimmer in it. It's interesting enough. I have a couple of yellowish orange inks that I much prefer. This one wasn't really a wow for me at all. 23, Let It Snow. I like this one. I like the blue. I think it's a really pretty turquoisey color. The shimmer, I'm not getting a whole lot of it in this swatch. Yeah, see, it looks so much better on this paper, and that shimmer coming through is beautiful. So that's why I wanted to change my ink journal from this paper. It just doesn't show what I'm experiencing when I write with these pens, so, or these inks. So yeah, I like this, and maybe I just didn't get enough shimmer on the swatch, but that one, I do really like that color, and I love the shimmer in it. Christmas Eve was Antler. I actually really like this color. I kind of wish it wasn't a pigment. I do really like this one. I think this one's an interesting color. It'll probably be one that I put in a pen that, you know, I can clean easily just in case. But yeah, so I've got, what, 3 pigment inks that I might work with. I'm just not sure about these ones that have the shimmer in them. So yeah, I like this one. I think it's interesting color. I don't know that I really have anything like it. So that one I'll definitely give it a shot in a pen. And then Christmas Day, More the Merrier. I really want to like this one so much because I love the color and I love the shimmer in it, but I don't like the sheen. So it's just another blue, green-ish color with red. And it doesn't wow me. So that one, I don't know. I may give it a shot putting in some, I was trying to get the sheen to show for you. But that one I will probably try to tone it down a little bit with some dilution solution and see what I can, you know, come up with for some of these. So overall, I mean, I'm not going to say I was disappointed. No, I probably won't use most of these colors. Are there some that I found that I really like? Yes, definitely. I love Overcast. I really love Nostalgia and Fern Fog. So, you know, those are good. Molten Basalt, I do like that one too. And then there are several that I really like, maybe not love. I like the Smoky Tobacco. Marie Rose was okay. Ambiance is okay. And Bittersweet, I do like that one. So, you know, there are several, maybe half of the calendar that I'm okay with and that I will, you know, use in some point. But I wasn't too thrilled with this calendar. I was excited because it was a teal calendar, and teal is kind of my favorite color of ink. And I love greens, and I love teals and turquoises, but I wasn't thrilled that all of our teals had some kind of sheen, and that's just not really, it's not really the best for me. Obviously, this is just my opinion on these. Will I buy this next year? I don't know. I have so much ink right now that I did not realize I had so many bottles. They're in a drawer, so out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. But I want to focus on the inks I have this year and try to do some fun things and ink up some different combinations and try to have a a fun go this year with some inks that I didn't try last year or didn't get around to. So I'm definitely excited about a lot of these inks and giving them a try in some form or fashion. I would like to do some more artsy things this year. I kind of have some things that I do with like art that I want to maybe try to do more so on some spreads and share those, because I do have fun with ink. I just don't utilize it enough. So that is my take on the Diamine Inkvent. I don't know if I'll do it next year. It is quite a bit of money. It's $80. And, you know, I don't know. It's fun getting the box and opening it, but then it's just the aftermath of what do I do with all of these inks. So generally I pass on the ones I don't like, and then I hang on to the ones I do, and I still have a lot from 23. I didn't do 24's calendar. I still have a lot from 23. I gave several away, but I still probably have maybe 10 or 12 of them. So we'll go from there. Then I did, this was my Inkvent, and I love how this turned out. I think it looks beautiful on the paper. I love the inks. There were several blues, which normally aren't my thing, but I feel like this Diamine Arctic Blue was it's very similar. I mean, obviously this one has more green in it, but this barely has any red sheen. It's there, but it's very minimal. And I love this ink. I think it's beautiful, and and it's Diamine. I mean, that's the thing, is they're very similar. So I much prefer this. So I was absolutely thrilled with day one. Day two is a swampy green. I have a bottle of this. I love this ink. It's amazing. Red Dragon has now become a love. It's great. I really like this color. I love that it doesn't have a sheen. It's fun. It flows really well. I'm so glad I got this, because I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and I have Writer's Blood and Ox Blood, and I'm not too thrilled with Writer's Blood, but it performs excellent. So I like to stick it in a pen that I'm having issues with to try and see if I can get it to, you know, perform better, which I'm actually running an experiment right now on some pens that you'll see a video on it later. So this one I love. Phoenix with shimmer. I have a bottle of Phoenix. I think it's a great yellow. It's something that I go to when I'm looking for like this kind of sunny type of color. So I never really thought to add some shimmer to it, but now I have some and I can use it, and I really like this. Day 5, Tag Kyoto. This one is excellent. It is a good brown. It has a little bit of sheen, but doesn't really come through too much in the writing, but you can definitely see the brown, that it's not just a really, you know, dark brown that looks black. I really like that one. This one, day 6. This one is kind of, it's interesting because I like how it halos, and it's got like that fuchsia, but some of the letters are kind of fully overtaken with that sheen. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. So some of the letters, I like how it does the halo effect, but I wish it didn't have so much of it. So that one I could probably tone down. It's a good ink. It performs really well. And I think it's a good base color. It's a good blue. 7 was Fabulous. I really like this one. This one's fun. It reminds me of Honey by KWZ. Let me see. I always say that, and then I open it and I'm like, oh, that looks nothing like Honey. Oh, it's similar to Brandy. Very similar to Brandy, and I love that ink. So maybe it's more Brandy than Honey. KWZ. Oh, it's here. Yeah, it's actually more like Brandy than Honey, because, yeah, Honey is more like is it ochre that I'm thinking of? Yeah, I love KWZ Honey. It's a great ink. So yeah, this one looks a lot like Brandy. I knew I liked it, and I adore this ink. It works so well in my pens. So that one is a win. Day 8 was Echoes of Discord. This is kind of, you know, the whole purple. Oh, you can't even see it there up here in the top corner. It's the purple with the green. It's not as bad, I don't think. No, it is. In the writing, it overtakes it. So that one I may play around with and try. Does it have shimmer too? Oh, it looks like it has shimmer as well. Well, that's cool. It's like, is it blue? Maybe I mixed it. Did I get something in the swatch? I don't think so. I usually wash my stuff pretty good in between. But yeah, it's a little too much sheening for me, so I may try to tone that down. Sven's ink solutions are excellent. I have a green by them with some shimmer in it. It's beautiful. I love that ink so much. And so this one performs really well. It's just maybe toning down that green sheen because, yeah, not too thrilled with that. This one is beautiful. So that's Sven's ink solutions as well. Is it Manitou? I think I called it, or yeah, Manitou Blue. I think I called it something else whenever I was swatching it, but I love this one. That one is a blue that it's got some chroma shading. I like that one. Day 10, this one is cool. I like that. I don't really have, maybe Arabian by Private Reserve. What is it? Arabian Rose or something by Private Reserve. Where are my Private Reserve inks? It's similar. I think this one's a little more purple. That one has a little more red, but they're similar. I really like that color. I think that one's a good one. Day 11 has my heart. I adore this. I want a bottle of it, but then I got a bottle of something else here recently that Steven got me for Christmas. It is I kept calling it the wrong name. I can't remember. It's the Ferris Wheel Press ink. But this is similar to it. I love this ink. This is Warringall Half Moon with something. I think there's a word missing. Dimmed light, or I don't remember. But I felt like there was a word missing. Maybe I wrote it on here and it was missing on the label. I can't remember, but I looked it up and added it to my wish list because if I go to buy an ink this year, this one might be. But he gave me a full, like that sample vial is full, so it'll last me for a while. Day 12, Eau de Nil. I have this ink and I did not even realize. I guess it came with a 3-pack that I bought when I got maybe Writer's Blood. And I guess I just didn't really use it. I do like this color. I think that's a good one. 13 was, okay, these are labeled wrong. He sent me a message afterwards. So this one is Cenote, Monarca Cenote, I think. And I don't know. I don't think I wrote them down. I think they're backwards. So this one should be Diamine Damson, maybe. I don't think I fixed it. I think he messaged me after I did this, but maybe not. So these may not be the correct name, but they're both really pretty. The red or fuchsia color doesn't come through. You get more shimmer than you do the sheen. There is some sheen there, but in the writing, the shimmer overpowers it. So I do kind of like that one a lot. And then this one is really cool. This one has like a black shimmer in the purple, but it's not like hugely noticeable, especially in the writing. I think that one's pretty cool. So I was very happy with this ink swap that he chose these inks for me. And I think this was so much more fun to do than the Inkvent. So next year I may just opt to do a couple of Advent swaps with people if I can find people to do them, and do something more like this where we're just swapping inks that, you know, we want to swap, because this was much more fun. I very much enjoyed this. The whole setup was beautiful. It was so cool how he did this Inkvent for me. So I had a blast with this one. All right. Is that it? I mean, overall, I was very much happy with the Inkvent swap, more so than the Advent. So yeah, that may be what I do next year instead of doing the whole Diamine Inkvent, because I feel like I got more inks from him. He sent me 14, and I mean, like, one was kind of the one with the purple and the green sheen. That one is not a love, but I think I could probably make it work. I do like the base color of it. So if I can take out some of that sheen, I think I'd be a little happier with that one. And it's an ink I've never tried before, so brand I've never tried. So, or no, it was the Svens. I have one of theirs. So still, if I hadn't got the other one for my Christmas present, I wouldn't have known about them. So I was thankful that he sent me some companies that I didn't know about. That was really fun. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I'd like to hear from you in the comments below. Did you get the Inkvent? How did you feel about it? We had a discussion on Discord about what makes it valuable to us. And I just wanted to say that for me, the value is not necessarily on whether or not I like them all. I find value in other parts of it. I enjoy the surprise. I find value in the fact that I do now have 25 additional bottles. While they're small, I don't consider them samples. They're like 12 mils. So they're bottles of ink to me. And, you know, even if I pass them along or do a swap with somebody or whatever I do with those inks, I still find value in the fact that I have 25 new inks. Well, actually, I guess I don't really consider them bottles, but I don't consider them samples. I don't put them in my list of bottles, in my list of bottled inks. I don't have them listed in that. So I guess they're more sample. I don't know. I don't know where to put them because they're just kind of on my shelf separately. But I do find value in it. I did not have those inks before, and now I do. So they're of value. And again, like I mentioned, to me, it's not just if I like them, because I can pass them along to somebody who might like them. And I find value in that. That is community. That is building a relationship with somebody, whether it be somebody that I, you know, have an acquaintance with, that I am an acquaintance to, or whether it be a friend, or, you know, just somebody posting on Discord that, hey, does anybody have this ink? I'd like to try it. You know, that's making a friend, or, you know, adding somebody to my community that wasn't maybe not there before. So to me, there's value in it. So I find value in different ways, and it doesn't have to be a monetary value or that I like all of the inks for it to be of value to me. So I just wanted to share that in, you know, why I may do this again, why I may not. I might not like all the inks, but that's okay, because it's stuff that I'm not using or not trying. Maybe it, you know, is something that I'll grow to love. I've done that before. I'm trying to think of one of the inks that I received in the 23 Advent that was, Rainbow's End. I don't have anything else like that in my collection, and that is a gorgeous ink. It's so fun and so sparkly. It's a good ink. So that one I absolutely love. And it's not something that I had in my collection before. So that's where I find the value. So yeah, let me know what you think, if you got it, if you would get it. I mean, I think the cost is a little high, but it works out to be valuable in the end if you like all the inks, or if you're like me and find value elsewhere. So let me know what you think. All right, that is going to be it for my update on Inkvent 2025 and my Advent swap. So thank you all so much. I wish you all the best, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.